guy. Coming at y'all, man, with a quick live, yo. Just wanted to talk to y'all. Obviously, it's a little bit of a slow time right now. But free agency about to ramp up next week, and a lot of people gonna be moving around. One of the big name people that I talked about yesterday that's been rumored to be linked to the Eagles is Saquon Barkley. We all know Saquon Barkley was the number 2 pick in the draft. Um, with the New York Giants years ago. And he's been a very, very productive player when he's been healthy. When he's been a little banged up, obviously he hasn't been having the production that he would want to have. To me, he's the best player of the New York Giants. But they valued Daniel Jones a lot more than they valued him. And like I mentioned, Saquon Barkley is one of those people that look, if we get him, cool, that'll be straight. But I'm not like, oh my gosh, we got to get Saquon Barkley. I'm cool bringing DeAndre Swift back or whoever. But I did see something this morning that was fascinating. I want to talk about. Former New York Giants running back Tikki Barber, um, who was a good running back, good solid running back, but the Giants won Super Bowls after he left. He's always been somebody who's been very opinionated in the media. And I remember when he retired, he took shots at Eli Manning. Eli Manning clapped back at him, and the Giants went on and won the Super Bowl without him. You know what I'm saying? And then won another one a few years later. Um, and he's had other issues, but I ain't gonna get into the man's personal life. You know what I'm saying? But he said basically that he would lose respect for Saquon Barkley if he signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like to say, basically that's a terrible, non-respectable move. And I'm gonna say this to Tikki Barber, bro. Dog, first off, y'all didn't want to sign the man. Like, it ain't like the Giants are offering him some big contract and he like, nah, I'm gonna go play for the Eagles. Y'all didn't value the man. The man went out there, played on a 1-year deal last year, and y'all didn't value him. What you want? Second of all, Saquon is actually from the area. Like I said, I'm not somebody that's, oh my gosh, we got to sign Saquon Barkley. But if we sign him, okay, I ain't gonna hate it. But how you could say something about this man about not having respect for him when the organization don't even want him? Organization don't care if he goes to the Eagles or not. So what are you supposed to do? Why don't you, as a former running back of the New York Giants, come out and say that I would respect the Giants more if they value Saquon Barkley? You were a running back. Why you didn't value the man more? Like, why you don't speak up on his behalf to the organization? Like, hey man, we need to pay this guy. This guy is the glue to the franchise. He's the glue to the offense. We need to pay him and make sure he don't end up somewhere like the Philadelphia Eagles where he could come back and haunt us. But no, in typical Tikki Barber fashion, you go the whole other route and say, well, I lose respect for him. Like I don't really care what the guy got to say. It's just something that I just found fascinating. And the New York Giants, it ain't just Tiki, but they're a complete man. Whether he comes to the Eagles or not, if they lose Saquon Barkley, man, I'm gonna completely laugh at them because that is a mess of an organization right now. What's up, Juicy? Yo, what's up, man? I think he coming to the Texans. I would love to see him over there. I think that would be a really, really nice fit for him. I like what Houston got going on right now with CJ Stroud. Some young wide receivers. They just re-signed Dalton Schultz, who was a very productive tight end for them. They got some nice young pieces on the defensive end. I like what D'Amico Ryans is doing there as a head coach. And then they got that offensive coordinator. That was a hot commodity that, another good year, he may be an NFL head coach next year. Bobby Slovak. So, yeah, I would love to see that offense if you add a guy like, because Houston didn't have no running game this year. As much success as they had, Damian Pierce took a big step back. Um, Man, what's his face, man? That was their running back that came from Buffalo. Singleton. Um, he's okay. He's not somebody that you really gotta fear like that. So I think that would be a really, really, really nice fit if Saquon Barkley indeed, was to end up with the Houston Texans. The Eagles need to spend money on defense. I agree. Like I completely agree. And necessarily, I'm not even gonna necessarily say so much as money as far as draft picks. Eagles got to get younger. Um, we need some young linebackers. We need some young safeties and another young corner. Um, and whether that's the free agent route or the draft route, um, that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. Us doing. I think we released Avante Maddox. Isaiah Rodgers is the guy that I think is going to come in and fill in the slot corner position. I think at some point, we gonna do something about we gonna do something about Bradbury at some point, man. Whether we release him, well, we're gonna have to release him. Ain't nobody gonna trade with that contract, so we're gonna have to do something about Bradbury, man. But yeah, we need linebackers, corners, safeties, all that stuff. What's up, Just Connor, TM, Saquon Barkley transferred to Ohio. Um, I'm lost. I'm lost. Uh, you know, Penn State. He was amazing at Penn State, man. That guy was just really, really amazing at Penn State. But yeah, man. I think Houston would be a really nice spot for him, man. Houston would be a really nice spot for him. Cornerback, strong safety, linebacker. Yeah, that's exactly what we need, yo. I think if we fill those positions, we need two linebackers, man. Because I just don't think that I like him, but I don't think N'Kobe Dean gonna cut it, yo. So I would actually bring in another linebacker to compete with him, you know. And yeah, safety to play alongside Reed Blankenship, and in the corner to play alongside Isaiah Rodgers and Darius Slay. I think if we get those positions solidified, I think we got a chance to make another real run, assuming that Kellen Moore is a better offensive coordinator, you know, than our last guy. You know what I'm saying? And assuming that, Vic Fangio is a better defensive coordinator. So definitely. Cam Newton and Adrian Peterson thoughts. As far as I don't know if any type of news happened with them or whatnot. If it did, I apologize. I didn't see any of that. Or if you're just asking me what I think of them as players, just kind of clarify it for me a little bit. But yeah, man. Free agency next week. I'm ready to see what would happen, man. We got to do something about this James Bradbury situation. He's still on the roster. Like, I don't know what the dead money cap hit would be if we release them. So I got to look into that. I got to see how we got to figure so. James Bradbury cannot be a starting cornerback for the Philadelphia Eagles next year. No way. Nah, it would just be yeah, it would be a nice duo. I mean, it'll be a hell of a run game. I tell you that. It'd be a hell of a read option, man, on the 1 yard line, man. I tell you that much. You know, Cam was that guy, man. When Cam was out there healthy and doing his thing, man. Cam was that guy, and AP was amazing. I think Adrian Peterson gonna be a Hall of Famer. Not quite sure about Cam though, but I think Adrian Peterson definitely will be in the Hall of Fame. What do you think about the Bills killing everybody on their team and still being over roster cap? Yeah, man. Buffalo, I actually seen got the worst salary cap situation in the NFL coming into this offseason. They got the most money over the cap on their team than everybody, which I'm gonna be honest, I was a little surprised by that. I know Josh Allen got a nice payday and Stephon Diggs is making money, Von Miller, Trey White, but I didn't know that they was paying that much people that much money, to be honest with you. So yeah, they in a little situation. They had to let go one of their safeties. They had to let go Tre'Davious White, who, has battled some injury issues the last couple of years. Um, there's a lot of talk that Stephon Diggs will not return there. So we're gonna see. Obviously, we know Josh Allen ain't going nowhere. Like we know that. Um, so we're gonna see. Debo was right about James B. I mean, he right about him this year. Look, Bradbury last year, like not the year that just passed, but the year we went to the Super Bowl, Bradbury was second team All Pro. James Bradbury was a very good corner. His first year with the team, you know, was very productive, very smart, very savvy, and crafty, and one of the favorite players we had on the team, man. But just in a year, yo, I mean, he just got so old in 1 year. I mean, dude can't even run no more, man. It's crazy. Is someone going to be dumb enough to give Caleb Williams a percentage of ownership for the team he gets drafted to? I don't think all that. I mean, I ain't hear nothing about that. I mean, if that's the case, man, hell no. Like, I'm not, no, especially a rookie. And look, Caleb Williams got all the talent in the world, man. Got a big arm, can move around. As an LSU fan, he's somebody that LSU, if it wasn't for Lincoln Riley, LSU, he probably would have been at LSU because LSU was high on his radar. He really wanted to play for Lincoln Riley, and I get it. Lincoln Riley got that resume as far as putting out number one draft pick quarterbacks, and that's what he's going to be. He's added to Lincoln Riley's resume as far as developing quarterbacks, but a part of ownership, hell no. The Buffalo Bills are getting younger. Yeah, they gotta get younger, man. But I was just surprised at how much over the salary cap they were. I was at his first college game debut game. You talking about that Oklahoma Texas game when he had at the Cotton Bowl Stadium when he came back and beat him? Yeah, I was watching that on TV. That was a pretty impressive comeback, and I was saying to myself, dang, it'd have been nice to get that guy at LSU. Though we was all right. We ended up with Jaden Daniels, who's gonna probably be the pick right after him. So we can't really complain about that, you know what I'm saying, as LSU fans. But and then we got Bryce Underwood coming next season. We're gonna see what happened with Nussmeier this year as LSU also has started spring practicing. And I don't know if a lot of you seen the video clip of Kyron Lacey with the one-handed catch in practice. That was pretty impressive. Yes, sir. 24-point comeback. Yeah, I remember watching that game. Spencer. I'm trying to remember. Did Spencer Rattler get benched or did he get injured? I don't remember. I don't remember if Rattler got benched or injured, but I do remember Caleb Williams coming in that game and never giving Spencer Rattler his job back, basically. Um, yeah, prototypical quarterback. I mean, got the arm strength, got the enough athletic ability. He's big time. The only thing though that I wonder, he's apparently gonna go to the Chicago Bears, as it looks like eventually that they're gonna move on from Justin Fields. What's up with the Chicago Bears quarterback situation, man? I mean, Jay Cutler was okay. But besides him, man, they haven't had any good quarterbacks over there. Now granted, I think Caleb Williams is much better than Mitch Trubisky. I'll say that. Um, I can't honestly say that I know for sure he's better than Justin Fields. I can't. He throws it better, but I mean, I can't. I mean, he may be more talented, maybe got a bigger arm and all that other stuff. Maybe more accurate thrower, but I think Justin Fields in the right system could be a really, really good quarterback. Stephen A. collab with you when? Oh man, stop, man. That I mean, I ain't that good. like, but yeah, man, shout out to Stephen A. Smith, man. Somebody I've been watching for a while, and he's really, really, flew up the ranks, man. Started off kind of coming in on the NBA talk. I remember when he first really got on TV that I remember. Was it the 2004 NBA Finals when he was or was it 2005? 2004, 2005. The Detroit Pistons had Carlos Arroyo, and I remember he was just scalding Carlos Arroyo. like I remember that, who actually ended up playing for the Miami Heat the first year of the Big Three with LeBron, D Wade, and all them. But yeah, man, we gonna see. We gonna see though. I don't know, man. Caleb Williams, I just like I say, he's talented, yo. There's DJ Moore in Chicago, but they need other players over there. They need, they need more receivers besides DJ Moore. I think Cole Kmet is an okay tight end. They need more. They need more running backs. Chicago needs some things over there. So that's why for me it was hard to just put it all on Justin Fields. Like, oh, Justin Fields. I mean, he ain't had much to work with. Like I said, DJ Moore is a good wide receiver, but he's one player. And then he's one player. He's good. He's not T.O. or Randy Moss, so none of them where if that's the only receiver on the team, like the year in, the 2004, 2005 season with the Eagles when we had T.O. Where, yeah, Todd Pinkston and Freddie Mitchell, were not that good. But T.O. was that dominant to where you could have get away with that. Plus, we did have Brian Westbrook coming out the backfield. Um, but then when you talk about, you know, DJ Moore as really, and I mean, I agree that they got the draft and free agency, so we're going to see what the Chicago Bears do. But right now, when you talk about the best weapon that Justin Fields has had in Chicago is DJ Moore for 1 year. I mean, I don't think they really did a good enough job, of putting pieces around him. So that's why, I mean, you got Fields, you got the number one pick. I mean, you could probably trade. I mean, if you was to keep Justin Fields, you could have traded back like two spots, and get a Marvin Harrison Jr. You know what I'm saying? Um, Trade back with one of these with Washington or New England. Both of them um really want a quarterback. Probably like somebody like New England. See what New England is willing to give you for that number one pick. They've made it be known that they want a quarterback. And let them go get Caleb Williams, and get yourself Marvin Harrison Jr. And then you got some more draft picks as well, including probably their first round pick next year. So, and New England's not gonna be any good. Like, even if they get Caleb Williams, they're not gonna be any good this year. So that's another high top 10, top five, probably probable draft pick. Man, that's what I'd have done. I'd have kept Justin Fields. I'd have add Marvin Harrison Jr. To DJ Moore, and then add more pieces throughout the draft. But what do I know? And I get it. Justin Fields' contract is coming up soon, and you got to pay him a complete boatload of money. But look, man, I would have. That's what I'd have considered doing. Cause now basically you're gonna put Caleb Williams in there, and I think they still got their other draft picks. So you know, you're gonna put Caleb Williams in there, and I guess you could get Malik. You probably end up with Malik Neighbors, or somebody like that you really want to go alongside of DJ Moore. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. I just feel like Chicago should have kept and hung on to Justin Fields, but like I said, that's just me though. We gonna see what's gonna go on. But all right, y'all, man. Let me run, man. Gotta get ready to do some things, yo. But appreciate y'all tuning into the live right quick. Talk to y'all later today and talk to y'all throughout the week. Till then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles.